Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to your news edition. These are the headlines. The Algerian-Belarusian cooperation, a new step marked by the signing of the joint declaration on the reinforcement of the partnership and friendship relations. Adoption of the 2026 finance law text by the members of the Council of the Nation by a majority during a plenary session. The text includes several dispositions to promote investment, support the economic activity and reinforce citizens' purchasing power. A delegation of Algerian startups visits Slovenia, seeking for inspiration and collaboration. Welcome back. Algeria and Belarus are expanding their strategic partnerships as several agreements were signed to boost cooperation across key sectors, reflecting a shared determination to take bilateral relations to a new level. Insights with Melissa Kabesh.
Algeria and Belarus have strengthened their bilateral ties with the signing of a joint declaration by their heads of state, reaffirming their commitment to deepening partnership and friendship. The two sides also adopted a cooperation roadmap for the years 2026-2027, aimed at increasing trade exchanges and enhancing scientific, technical and economic collaboration.
أود في هذه المناسبة السانحة أن أسجل بالغ الارتياح على إثر التوقيع على اتفاقيات التعاون التي تضع الشراكة بين بلدينا على طريق واعد في إطار مؤسساتي مستدام. كما أعرب عن ارتياحنا كذلك لنتائج ملتقى رجال الأعمال المحفزة على تكثيف التبادل التجاري، وهنا أشير أن التبادل التجاري لا زال ضعيف جدا إذن وتثمين فرص الاستثمار المتاحة في البلدين.
In support of this ambition, a series of agreements and memorandums of understanding were concluded in areas such as industry, agriculture, the agri-food sector, rural development, fisheries, scientific research, technological development, entrepreneurship, and innovation. Cooperation in the justice field was also extended through a dedicated memorandum of understanding. Military and technical cooperation has further been consolidated under a new bilateral agreement. These initiatives highlight the firm determination of both countries to elevate their cooperation to the highest level, in line with Algeria's national strategy to diversify its partnerships and strengthen its presence on the international stage.
The State Minister for Foreign Affairs, National Community Abroad and African Affairs, Ahmed Attaf, received on Thursday morning at the headquarters of the ministry the Deputy Minister of International Relations and Cooperation of the Republic of South Africa, Alvin Botts, who is in Algeria for an official visit to represent his country in the 12th edition of the High-Level Seminar for Peace and Security in Africa. The two parties expressed their satisfaction regarding the cooperation relations, notably in implementing the conclusions of the last session of the Mixed High Commission in Algiers under the co-presidency of the President of the Republic and his South African counterpart. The two parties also hailed the convergence of positions of the two countries regarding the fair causes at the continental and international levels, before reaffirming their devotion to the relevant resolutions of international law and to the decolonization principles of the United Nations. We listen.
I bilaterally paid a courtesy visit to the Secretary of State, Ambassador Mansour, yesterday, where we at the detail level had collaborative discussions on the work done through the 7th Binational Commission, the BNC, which was presided over by the head of state of Algeria and that of South Africa. We look and took stock of the 5 new areas of collaboration as underpinned by the 5 memorandum of understandings, especially as it relates to exchanges of research capacity. That includes agricultural research work, the work that ought to be done with our space agencies, And then we evidently spoke about the need to ensure the establishment of the joint Algeria-South Africa Business Council that must take forward the issues about trade and foreign direct investment in these two countries. And of course, my meeting with the foreign minister concluded today where we received a briefing on the UN Security Council resolution as it relates to self-determination of the people of Western Sahara and how do we take forward in a meaningful way in 2026 the struggles of the Polisario. Shukran, thank you very much.
A historical moment. After years of tensions, the government of the region of Amhara and the People's Organization Amhara Fano Afhad signed a sustainable peace agreement after negotiations facilitated by the African Union and the IGAD. The signing was marked by the presence of the Deputy Executive Secretary of the IGAD, Musa Aliso, and the Vice President of the African Union Commission, Salma Malika Haddadi, as she highlighted that this agreement paves the way for the stability of the country, another success for the African diplomacy in supporting peaceful solutions in the continent. The Vice President of the African Union Commission, Salma Malika Haddadi, expressed her joy after receiving the team Correct the Map as part of the efforts to raise awareness on the importance of correcting the world map to reflect the real size of the African continent. She affirmed that several African leaders are willing to support this campaign and promote it at the African Union. Haddadi called on to join the efforts in order to reinforce Africa's position on the world map. The 2026 finance law text was adopted by the members of the Council of the Nation by a majority during a plenary session presided over by the President of the Council of the Nation, Aziz Nasri, with the presence of Minister of Finance Abdelkarim Bouzred and members of the government. The text includes several dispositions to promote investment, support the economic activity, and enforce the citizens' purchasing power. Algeria steps into the 5G era with a nationwide launch that marks a leap in its digital transformation, promising faster speeds, smarter devices, and a new technological horizon for citizens and key industries. Basma Far with more details.
The long-awaited moment has arrived. 5G is now officially active in Algeria. This launch marks a milestone in the country's telecoms modernization. It paves the way for the rollout of the first 5G stations under a national plan, ensuring gradual coverage over 6 years from priority provinces to the entire national territory.
I'm very happy and honored to launch 5G today with the Minister and the regulator. This is a very important moment for Algerian citizens and for the development of the economy and technology in Algeria. 5G is not only about internet speed, it's much more a driver for development in industry, education and agriculture.
De l'Internet, mais ça dépasse ça. C'est plus un développement dans l'industrie, dans l'éducation, dans l'agriculture. Donc aujourd'hui, c'est un événement important.
Today is an important milestone for our mobile operators and for the country. When we say 5G, we mean evolution and telecommunication. As major actors of this ecosystem, we had to be ready to integrate the technology. Today, activating 5G is a national achievement.
À intégrer la technologie 5G. Donc aujourd'hui, c'est un acquis pour notre pays.
For telecom operators, the arrival of 5G represents a strategic shift. The new network promises a major technological leap, much faster than 4G, greater responsiveness, near instant downloads and wider connectivity, supporting strategic sectors and future smart cities.
Alors, nous avons assisté ce soir à un moment historique pour l'Algérie.
Tonight we witnessed a historic moment for Algeria with the launch of 5G, where we have supported Algeria's digital transformation for more than 25 years. We are here to accompany all mobile operators in deploying 5G under the best possible conditions.
En Algérie pour le déploiement de la 5G dans les meilleures conditions possibles.
This event confirms the state's commitment to technological transformation, offering citizens and businesses modern infrastructure aligned with international standards.
A journey into the heart of European innovation, where Algerian startups seek fresh inspiration, deeper collaboration, and the tools to scale internationally. Report by Brahim Demis, taken up by Ms. Bafar.
In Slovenia, one of Europe's leading innovation hubs, an Algerian startup delegation is exploring new ideas. This immersion aims to sharpen their skills and widen their perspectives. Their first stop was the International Research Center on Artificial Intelligence, a key player in cutting-edge technological development.
So I think that two things should be considered. First is collaboration, strong collaboration with those, because we also do startup-ing here and we have quite a lot of startups in our environment. And the other thing would be actually to have a kind of a more strong push towards promoting both technologies on both ends. So that would be Europe and the other end as well, Northern Africa.
To start the business, do not hesitate to contact the others who present them the solutions and everything, because the most important thing in the market, in the manufacturing and everything is making solutions together and cooperating with countries.
Through exchanges with Slovenia's innovation community, young Algerian entrepreneurs are discovering new approaches, expanding their networks and identifying practical ways to scale up their work.
We saw that the product from our school is actually very promising. We spoke with Slovenian experts and we realized we could really share knowledge with them, especially in AI.
استطعنا نتحدث معهم ونلقاو الخبرة مشتركة في مجال الذكاء الاصطناعي.
We observed and applied research across several AI fields, and they've developed many highly effective tools. The most interesting area are fintech, logistics and legal tech, but much of their work is carried out under UNESCO through the food and education programs.
This initiative is helping shape the path of these young entrepreneurs and preparing them to join some of the world's most competitive innovation ecosystems.
And the Regional Military University Hospital of Wurgla organized the 16th Surgical Medical Days at the Regional Army Circle of Wurgla in the 4th Military Region. Details in this report. General Omar Tlemceni, commander of the 4th Military Region, presided over the opening ceremony of the Surgical Medical Days with the presence of civil and military authorities, officers and executives of the health units of the region, in addition to civil and military doctors and specialists. In his keynote speech, he highlighted the importance that the High Commandment of the People's National Army attaches to this kind of scientific events that aim to exchange expertise and develop the military health system. For his part, the General Director of the Regional Military University Hospital of Wurgla highlighted the importance of this medical event in the continuous training of the civil and military personnel affiliated to the military health system, as well as paramedical and technical staff. This two-day event was marked by the organization of several conferences and workshops aiming to exchange experience, reinforce scientific cooperation, and improve the theoretical and practical aspects in the field of surgery to ensure the best possible health care. And with this, we come to the end of our edition. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being with us. Have a good night.